Okay.
My name is Ebony McAllister, and I am an author, a self-published author, an entrepreneur, and educator, and most importantly, I'm an intuitive.
God has put a life message in you. He wants to speak to the world through you. Any blessing under the sun that is meant for me will be mine in God's appointed time.
So, in order for me to tell you who I am, I got to tell you who I was. And I was really into the physical. I had my waist shaper on. I was dealing with a lot of my ego self, put it like that. So one thing that I always said was I never had a problem with my face. But let's be very clear. I ain't never had a problem with my face. Like never. I may have been big, but I ain't never been ugly. Like never. Never. I like y'all Snap. I'm gonna give y'all the game for free. Everybody else I'm gonna have to charge a fee.
No, my face. Oh, Lord, my beautiful face is fucked up.
I had my waist trainer on. I fainted. I got weak. I just was walking, just fell and busted my face open. So as soon as I fell, like my first reaction, like the videos that you see is really me seeing my face for the first time. Like I fell on my phone. So I first felt like instant karma because the last snap that I had posted, I was like getting out the car and I had my cell phone. I was like, oh, look at my skin, it's glowing. I don't wear makeup, but I was so embarrassed I had to delete that and I cannot find the snap. Maybe 15 minutes after that, I was on the ground. So for me, I felt like, oh my God, I attracted this, somebody wished this on me or whatever. I didn't get in any ambulance. I just waited for my mama to take me to the hospital. How big is it?
Top one's 3 centimeters, the bottom one is 2.
3 centimeters by 2 centimeters.
So you got.
She getting her stitches now.
At that point, I really didn't have any physical pain. I just was like, it was more of an emotional pain. I'm really good. Thank you for all the everything, but I really just want you to tell me how fast my face is gonna heal. That's it. Focus on healing. Right. Because I really felt like I was having feelings of embarrassment. I was guilty. I felt like God was getting my attention for something, basically. I couldn't really put my finger on it, but I knew like, okay, watch your mouth. Because your dreams and your fears manifest. It's not just you manifest your dreams, anything you give your attention to. So I always was very intentional about my face. Don't wear makeup, don't touch my face. I'm not a fighter, none of that stuff. Like, yeah, somebody asked me, was it Halloween yesterday being funny? I got called Seal. Not really with the name calling. Like, I'm not really, let's baby steps. I travel to the most beautiful places, and angels and opportunities await me when I travel. So the divine thing about my situation was that it happened 2 days before I was scheduled to go on a cruise. So I was really able to heal in the most beautiful parts of the world. Like I was in my favorite place, which is the ocean, the beach, like in the most beautiful place with the most beautiful people. I didn't have to stay in my city and let people who knew me like come to me crying and stuff. So the fact that I was able to heal like with my immediate family and like strangers and like the ocean, like nobody was thinking about my face. It was nothing to them. They weren't looking like, oh my gosh, what happened to you? So that was divine in itself. Another thing that happened that was very divine was that I had 777 on my Sail and Ship card. And that was the first time I ever noticed seeing any triple numbers. So from there, I researched it. And by me researching it, the message was like your angels are sending you a message of comfort and peace. And being that that had happened to me and it was so like traumatizing for me, I felt like it was like a direct nudge. And that was like, it was up from there. Like everywhere I looked, I seen angel numbers. I saw white doves in the middle of the ocean. Got 2 doves that I've been watching forever. And I want to know the significance of these 2 doves in the middle of the ocean. Like I just seen so many acts of God, really. So I felt like it was something bigger trying to get my attention. I only ate fruits and vegetables. Like, I was not having any chemicals. Like, when I went to the doctor, they were telling me, like, I needed to get a tetanus shot. They were sending, like, PAs and doctors trying to tell me to take these shots. And I was just like, no, I'm healthy. I'm not doing that. They were telling me to put sunscreen on my face, stay out of the sun. And I really let my intuition lead me to my healing, because I knew, like, for when I'm healthy, I'm only gonna eat fruits and vegetables. I'm not putting any chemicals on my face, because I already got keloid skin. I got keloids on my back. I had a keloid in my ear. So I was really, one of my biggest fears was that my face was gonna keloid. So I was very intentional, like only fruits and vegetables, water. I was doing mirror work. I was meditating on the side of the ship, like just around all the water. So by the time I went to the cruise and got home, in a total of 10 days, my face was healed. Like, I had to get my sutures removed on the cruise ship. So I got my sutures removed today on the ship. But by the time I got home, my face was healed. And that let me know that it was something bigger, protecting me, guiding me. And I knew I was doing something right, even though I was going against the grain of what everybody else advised me to do and was DMing me and telling me, and medical providers. Like, I knew for me and my healing, it had to be a little different, because it was a bigger lesson, especially with it being something so dear to me, like my face. When I came back from the cruise, I had like so many views on my video when I cut my face. So it was like, anything negative that happens to you, everybody tuned in. And by me being so cool and stoic, and unbothered, or having that image, I had to kind of go in hermit mode. I couldn't be around people. I didn't want nobody in my face while I was healing. I wanted to really protect my energy anyway. I didn't want to see anybody's true colors, even though I did. So in that time where I was like in a hermit mode, I just got the idea to just type up all of my journals. And it ended up being 3 books. So it's 6 in the morning. And right now, today is the 11th, June 11th, and it's no stopping until this thing is done for me right now. So I've already typed up everything in this journal. Let's see. This is a 2015 journal. And I'm writing everything. Now I'm almost done typing everything. I got this much left to type from this journal. I'm typing everything that I've written up in these journals. I'm typing it. So this is very, very personal. I don't know what I'm going to do with this information. It may be several books. It may be 1 book. It may be a handout. It may be, I don't know what it's going to be, but I just want to see, it's interesting to see what I've been thinking and writing and researching over the past 2 years. I wrote 1 book about how I heal my face, perfectly flawed, because I knew that was perfect for me. I wrote 1 about that. I had another book with all of my positive affirmations that I had all over my wall, because at that time I was really trying to see, could I change my life by changing my thoughts? Like, positively, no matter what adverse conditions I was going through, no matter what it looked like on the outside, like, can I really change my life by changing my thoughts? So I put all of my affirmations in the book Words Don't Teach. And then I wrote a book about angel numbers, because I saw angel numbers every single day since. Like, it's just so normal for me. It's like a form of communication every single day. And in that time where I was writing, I just set the intention that I wanted to do it on my own. I really sourced my editor. I sourced my graphic designer. I did a lot of research on how to convert my manuscripts to EPUBs and put them on Amazon, put them on iBooks. I was just doing a lot of research on self-publishing. I knew for me, I didn't want to do the traditional route, because I don't like rejection. Honestly, I don't like rejection, and I'd rather do it my own way and cut the middleman out. Like, that's my whole thing. So today is November 7th, and I'm in Barnes & Noble because I'm working on my Words Don't Teach final manuscript. I gave my editor the go-ahead to go ahead and edit my book. My release date is on the 11th. Today is the 7th, and I got an email from Amazon saying that my final manuscript should be uploaded, and it's not. So not only that, I'm still trying to manifest my trip to China, which nobody knows about, and my website is still not on the server, so I have no way of making any additional income. So right now I'm really relying on the powers of the universe, my creative organizing power. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I just know that I'm gonna be in China in a couple of weeks. Like, I'm writing a book called Words Don't Teach, about your creative organizing, infinite intelligence, all these powers that we have in the world, like having faith, universal faith. How can I not have faith? And that's what I'm writing about. So I'm just eager to see how all of this is gonna play together and manifest. Another angel that I had in my life was my high school English teacher, who told me that she will always be my teacher. So she came and met with me, Miss Marlene Jenkins from E.E. Smith High School in Fayetteville, North Carolina. She came and met with me at a restaurant and read line by line with me and helped me to edit my books before I got my professional editor. So I thought that was such a divine sign from God, because even though it's like maybe 20 years later, I could still call my high school teacher and help me edit my books. Like, that was the best thing ever for me, and it just made me feel really, really good. So my advice to you would be to use your resources. Like, everybody has their own little special set of angels that's gonna push you on your way. So my intent was to have my books published on 11/11. It's the day of miracles. To me, I envision God opening up the floodgates for me. So every year on 11/11, I try to do something special. That was the first thing I did. And it was like, me personally, once I did it, like, I don't know anybody who wrote 3 books, first of all, period, consecutively. Not only do I not know anybody who hasn't written 3 books, I don't know anybody who did it by themselves. So when I published them, I just expected, like, yay. And it was like, crickets. Like, so I really kind of was down a little bit, like, nobody cared but me. But I went to China like the next week, okay? And I thought this was my second trip to China. And what I thought was that I was going for another nail convention, because I'm a manicurist. I thought I was going over there to go to the Cosmoprof convention again. But really what it was the divine, my angels, God, the universe, whatever you choose to call it. It was really the divine guiding my path and my steps. Because as soon as I got to China, I just was like, I want to print my books. So at that point, it was like a reroute for me, because I thought I was going to China for one thing, and I ended up like setting the intention that when I left China, I was going to have my books in my hand. So right now I'm in China. I have met with two book printers, and I'm just going around. I found a lot of online resources, and I just emailed them copies of my books. And being that I was in China, I was looking for journal printers and things like that, but it just dawned on me, why don't you get your book printed here? So it pretty much diverted everything that I wanted to get accomplished here, and like my main priority and focus was getting my books printed, or at least having a sample so that I can go home with. So that's pretty much what I'm doing now. I went to a book printer in Shenzhen, which is about 2 hours away from my hotel yesterday. Today I'm in Guangzhou, and I already went to one book printer. I came with my friend girl. We kind of separated today, and I went to do my business and she's going to do her business. So it's an adjustment trying to cope with the language barriers and learning how to ride the metro. It is like 10 times more challenging when nobody speaks your language, nobody looks like you, and you know, you're just, I understand how foreigners feel in America now, but I make it work. Angels are always around me. I always have people to help me. So
You know, I'm not uncomfortable or scared, but I have to be alert at all times.
First
And
year I went to China, I had a lot of friends just kind of send me a whole bunch of money to go. Like everybody I called sent me hundreds of dollars. So it was just perfect and it just happened so effortlessly. I knew this year I done been through a whole bunch of personal stuff only people close to me would know. They were just looking like, I already knew that wouldn't be an option this year. I didn't know how I was gonna print my books, but what happened was I had a little angel. I had a little angel on my team that paid for my ticket, put a lot of dollars in my account and sent me to China. And I thought that was so nice. I really didn't have to stress about it. It happened the day before I was supposed to go. So that's why it's important for you to keep your intention so pure and never say what you can't do. Like I was trying to write my books, publish my books, submit them to Amazon, everything like maybe 5 days before. And I still didn't know how I was going to China, but I knew I was going to get there. And not only did I go to China, I left China with my books in my hand.
If you want the stuff,
I wanted golden balls, like gold like this right there. So,
we know.
can you do that?
Yes.
You can do that?
Yeah.
The reroute, that was my first time me ever going to China and navigating by myself. Before I was with a friend girl, but this trip we were kind of going our own separate way. You got to go this place, I'm going this place, I'm meeting them, you meeting them. So when I was by myself, I was kind of looking around like, this easy, I can do this. So I knew that the next time I came to China, I was gonna come by myself. So from the reroute, I went to China for one reason, thinking that I was going for one reason, taking that one step of faith. And I ended up walking into a much bigger blessing because of that reroute. So you always gotta be thankful for the detours and the delays and the doors being closed because it's always for a bigger purpose. The gestation process is the period of time where all creation manifests. So it's similar to a pregnant woman with the baby in the womb, how it takes 9 months to be birthed. The gestation process is like, it happens with all creation, all creation. So even though I had my books and I had ebooks and I had my sample copies, I wasn't quite ready to really birth my books because there was a lot of stuff in the background that I needed to learn spiritually, personally, about just a whole bunch of different areas in my life. I just wasn't ready. It's never going to come to you unless you're ready for it. So in that period of time, I had to overcome my fear of talking and speaking. Like, even though I'm very articulate and eloquent and I have a high vocabulary, I'm very reserved and quiet. Like, you got to get to know me in order for me to talk to you. So I had to overcome that fear of like really just talking. So I started my YouTube channel and I recorded my first video in like March of 2018. So from like 2018 to 2019, I was just really recording. Like, I was taking YouTube very seriously, even though I wasn't like consistent. Like every week I moved when I was led to move, and it came from a genuine and authentic and pure place. So my growth on YouTube was very organic because my content was pure. I didn't have any technical experience, nothing like that, but my heart was pure, my content was pure, and it just kind of grew for me, and it hasn't stopped. I was recording my YouTube videos from reading my sample copy of my book. So when I did my angel numbers, I just was holding my book, sitting in my car because I had no other place to record. At that time, I think I was staying with my parents. So I had like multiple living arrangements throughout my span from like 2018. I was recording in my car, I was living with my parents, then I moved in with a lover, then I left my lover, then I went to another friend, then I came back. Like, I had a lot of movement in the background. Another thing behind the scenes, like I was doing a lot of spiritual work. I was doing longer fasts. I was doing more strict fasts. Like right now I'm doing liquids, preparing for this screening right here, but I was doing like 44 days of fasting. And it was profound because every time I did a fast, I got a huge blessing, like every time. So that was the gestation process. Like, that's what I was going through behind the scenes, preparing, creating the atmosphere, creating space so that I could receive whatever it is I was praying for, I didn't know at the time, and get clarity to what I really did want. I spent a lot of time at beaches during that time because I just really wanted to hear my own voice. I didn't want anybody, I wasn't taking anybody advice. I didn't want to hear what nobody had to say about what I had going on. I really wanted to have like a clear vision for what I wanted. I was very intentional with how I wanted my books to look, how I wanted them to feel, how I wanted the paper to be able to write on it. Like, I just knew what I wanted. So I spent a lot of time so that I can convene with my higher self and just kind of, I wouldn't necessarily say shut myself off, but yeah, kind of a little bit, and just really grow closer to my higher self. And it proved to be one of my greatest allies, actually. When I did my first 44-day fast, I had just left a lover. I had just left a lover, very sad, you know, just very hurt. And at the end of that fast, on my 44th day, I was at a beach and I was like, I know what I want, God. I want to go to China and I want to print my books. Now, mind you, I had just left a lover, sold everything, don't have any physical possessions, moved down to Atlanta with like just my mini. That's it. My mini and some clothes. I didn't have nothing. Okay, I got rid of everything, my bed, no furniture, no nothing, like literally everything's gone. So once I finished that fast, I was like, I want to go to, I know, and it was crazy because I was recording on YouTube, so I really like had me asking, like, I want to go to China and print my books. And a month later, I was in China printing my books. So one of my friend girls out the blue just said, I'm going to buy your flight. And I was like, okay. She was like, I'm tired of you talking about China. I'm going to go ahead and buy your flight. The rest on you. The next day, another friend girl out the blue. Now, this time I'm not asking nobody. The first 2 trips, I asked people. This time I just asked God, like, okay, if it's meant for me to go, you're going to send me there. My friend out the blue bought my flight. Another friend the very next day called me just out the blue, and I was like, yeah, I just got my flight for China. I'm about to go to China next week. And this is the longest I ever had time to prepare for a trip to China too, because the first year I was there, I think I got my flight 2 days before, and then the next year I got it the night before. And so this year I had like a week or so in advance for me to plan for my trip. And my friend girl called me and was like, okay, I'm gonna get your room for you. Come pick the money up. So within 2 days, I already had my flight and my accommodations paid for. Like, I didn't ask anybody. They called me, gave it to me, and it was just perfect. So this trip was the first time I ever went to China by myself. And I was there for 15 days, and my sole intent was to find a book printer. So I went to several book printers, but I ended up going to the same printer that printed my sample copy, which is weird too, because we just had a bond. Like, they were sending for me, they were feeding me, and it just worked. And they were the only one who had my sample copy ready by the time I left. The other companies, they had to ship me my sample copies like weeks later, but so it was just a better fit and a better vibe. And I sat and read each line with them, word for word. Like, so I had like a very special working relationship with them. And it worked out. Let's see. Oh, these are nice.
You can see this out. This is the pen.
Ooh.
And the downstairs is the
Oh,
book.
oh, that's what she was talking about. They teaching you how to write.
Yeah, teach and write.
Oh, I love this.
It's also they design it.
Ooh, they designed this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Very beautiful.
It is. Ooh, yes.
And how to write the O and the N.
Mm-hmm. So the very first year that I went to China at the Cosmoprof show, I met my friend Melody. She came and gave me her card. So the second year, I went to her city and we went to dinner. So this is a friend that I'm making globally. So the last year I went to China, she welcomed me in her city. She got my accommodation. She fed me every meal. She took me around. Her husband was a videographer. Like, I went live on YouTube about 2 nights ago, and I said, I do not have a videographer with me in China yet. I don't mind like being here, but I ain't about to sit here in front. I'm ready to be like, yeah. And I'm bringing my videographer, because all my videos I'm like this, because I ain't got no videographer yet. Well, I got a videographer, but I just can't send him with me to China yet. You feel me? So yeah, definitely. And then the next day, went to the beach and found out a videographer was right under my nose the whole time. My friend's husband. He got all kind of equipment, high quality equipment. And he is really, that's what he does. Okay, like, come on now. I can't make it up. Look. He recorded that dope video of me on the beach running, and look at him now. Right under my nose the whole time. Like, she really was a blessing in disguise. So that connection I made in 2015 came to really be a huge blessing for me when I went in 2019, because she was like my personal translator and taking me everywhere. So, and she let me name her baby Bella. It's so nice. Where are you going?
Go inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can't just pull up on their beaches. They are very organized. You have to go through metal detectors.
You like? I think you will
Love it. It's a really nice beach. I've never seen a beach like this before. Of course, look at the angels just blew me. As soon as I came through the gates and seen this, I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm literally writing a book called Angels Everywhere, and I end up at a beach full of angels. I can't make it up.
Then you need to take more pictures.
Yes. I say I was not ready to come to China and see huge statues of angels on the beach. Like, come on, man. It don't get no better than this. It literally gets no better than this. So at this time, I had started recording my quadruple angel number video series, and I started at a beach, and I set the intention that I wanted to record all of my quadruple angel numbers at different beaches. So I wasn't just going to the same beach that I normally frequent. I still had more videos to record as I was in China. So I recorded my 6666 video, and I also recorded my 8888 video at this beach. Even though the day was more relaxing, I still wanted it to be a productive day. So I recorded for my YouTube.
Call it spring.
In China, they pick their kids up from school for lunch to have lunch with their family. So that's why you see a lot of little kids in the middle of the day. They're going to lunch. And we're going to lunch too. Yum.
The most important thing is you find the printer, right?
Yes.
I think the printer is
There go town. Yeah, that's first.
check in Chinese.
Okay. I was feeling a little in my feelings because some manufacturers weren't responding to me, and we came to, and it was so hot, so hot. I'm sweating, my underarms sweating. I don't like it. We were walking far to me, and we're at a restaurant. And this restaurant, you have thank you, and in this restaurant, you sit with strangers. Like, if they don't have enough space, they'll sit strangers with you. And the stranger at the table was a book printer. Gave us this card. Let me see real quick. That is so perfect. So it's right there. So everything is getting a little better now. I feel much more relieved, and my energy is kind of elevating a little bit. So I feel better. I really don't want to talk so much about the little stuff I went through. Like I didn't have a cell phone. I thought I could get a cell phone, couldn't get a cell phone. It was a lot of little hiccups. So they charged my debit card. I couldn't speak the language. It was hot. Like, it was just a lot of little stuff I could complain and bitch about. I'm a little frustrated now because I can't get a Chinese cell phone. And even if I bought a cell phone, my hotspot wouldn't work. The language barrier is starting to kind of give me anxiety a little bit because we just can't communicate. Unless I'm with somebody who knows English, I can't communicate with them. So it's kind of fucking with my vibe a little bit. And I'm hungry. So even in restaurants, and then they like really looking at me like I'm a foreign. Well, I am foreign, but it's just weird. Like they literally like tap each other and point at me and stuff. I'm just looking like, okay. So, crazy. I booked my flight wrong, so I had to, just my luck, they're full. So they called me another hotel. Now I gotta go to another hotel, pay for another taxi, pay for another room, and go somewhere else to stay. So I'm trying to keep my anxiety at bay and just be cool. Oh, seatbelt. Okay. Sorry. All right. My driver. It's okay. Get to the new hotel and they don't have a room either. So I'm getting a little frustrated, but he gave me some tea, so that's good. Can't be mad at nobody but myself because I booked it for the 7th instead of the 6th, and I got here like 2 a.m. Not smart, not a good move. So I haven't been able to use my debit card since I've been here. I tried to check into 2 hotels. It wouldn't go through. I tried to eat in a restaurant today. It wouldn't go through. They gave me my food for free. So I ended up paying for my hotels with cash. I just checked my account because I want to know what's going on, and they charged me for a week on my card. Like, I feel like everything bad that could happen has happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any type of cellular service. Okay, I can't get a SIM card. I just knew I was going to come here, get a China SIM card. I can't do that. My phone's not compatible. So I can't even communicate unless I'm in Wi-Fi, like in my room or in a business with Wi-Fi. That's already a huge inconvenience for me. On top of the language barriers. On top of me not having a credit card, only having my debit card. On top of me being here by myself. Like, it's just so... I feel like everything bad that could happen is like... It's my 2nd day here. Like, are you kidding me? So the other hotels I have to go check in tomorrow, y'all got to hold on my funds. Like, I'm just kind of over it. Like, really, I'm really kind of over it already at this point. And I just want to maintain my composure, keep my energy high, but it's not the time to be having no extra holds. This is not the time to be having no issues to where you can't pay for anything. Like, it's just very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. And I don't feel comfortable calling, asking nobody to help me because I asked everybody to help me before I came. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, whatever y'all can help me with. I just can't do it. Like, I'm praying to God you work it out for me because I'll be damned if I call somebody who did not help me, did not pre-order a book, did not do nothing to tell them that I'm stuck over here. Like, I hate it, man. This is such an uncomfortable feeling. So uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. Today I'm kind of feeling, I don't know, feeling like it's gonna be a long trip, especially by myself, but I don't know, I guess I needed this. I needed to be here, obviously. I'm feeling some type of way about the hotel charging me for my entire stay. It's like every 30 minutes I'm checking my account like, it's still pending, get my money. But I'm gonna snap out of it. I've been getting some good energy from the people close to me about staying focused and just taking this opportunity for what it is, basically. So we're gonna see how today goes. Today is Sunday, so the book printers are not there. I have a meeting tomorrow, so I'll probably just polish up my books some more. I got one more to read. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read my other book, my last book, and you know, just keep it moving. This hotel I just stayed in was the most bootleg, hood-ass hotel. I guess you get what you pay for. I know, I guess you do. But I'm asking her to call me a taxi for my meeting, which is like 10 minutes walking. She keep telling me it's gonna cost more. Call me a taxi. She like, you go find one. I don't know where I'm at. Like, I'm so irritated. I'm just walking around here looking like a fool. Can't find a taxi because I'm in the hood. And I'm hot. I hate being hot. I don't know. And I don't have no service. No Wi-Fi. No phone. Like, my emotions have been all over this trip, man. I just be wanting to just sit down and just cry and let it out, man. What's that? I'm just really, really irritated. Like, I'm so ready to come home already. I don't know where I'm at. Like, I don't speak the language. I don't know nothing that's going on. Like, why would you? She just really pissed me off. And it ain't no point of flipping if they don't really understand you. But she understood English, but I'm kind of mad at the woman I'm having a meeting with. Like, damn, why won't you just come get me? It is so hot here. I don't think I've ever sweated this much in my life. And I'm trying to just go with the flow, man. But I'm just like, man, taxi. I'll pay for the taxi, man. It's too hot. So irritated and frustrated. I don't like being hot. I don't like sweating. But when in Rome, you have to do as Romans do. Walking around all day. I ain't used to this. Like, I'm used to an hour's worth of exercise. Maybe an hour and 30 minutes. After that, I ain't used to doing all this. Out of breath. Lord have mercy. This is not the business for me. Look at me. This right here is an example. This is a real life, real time example of walking by faith. Don't know where you going, but you just feel like, God, you're going to do it for me. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I know I'm going to get there. So I'm going to trust in my inner guidance, in my intuition, because you always have angels on your path. Always, always, always. God will always send his angels to protect you and to guide you and to help you. Everybody is not out to get you. Okay, so even though you may be scared, you still have got to start walking towards wherever it is you're trying to get to. Like, you just gotta start somewhere. You gotta just go. You gotta just go and just wing it. That's what angels do. We wing it. Okay, so shit, just go do it. If I can do it, you can too. If I can do it, you can too. If I can do it, you can too. And you should be saying the same thing. If she can do it, I can do it. That's how I started. I started by looking at other people and saying, if she can do it, I can do it. And now I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can too. I'm no different from you. So I just left from picking up my sample copy. Well, not from viewing it. And I'm glad they changed the meeting to the morning instead of the afternoon, because there were several errors in the book, and me being somewhat of a perfectionist, it's kind of irritating me. Just spacing and changes and sizes and just, you know, little stuff like that. That's really like, I can't do that. Me personally, I'm not going to start mass production on anything unless I've read every single word in the book. Like, I'm not gonna let you make the changes and then say, yeah, no, I need to see it. That's the purpose of a sample. The sample should be perfect. There should be no spacing issues. There should be no font issues. There should be no bold issues. Nothing like that. And this is just from me just flipping through the pages and seeing, okay, that's a different font. Okay, this is all caps. This should be a heading instead of a subtitle. This should be like, I'm already mentally drained. I haven't even been to the beauty market at all. I went to the hair market. I haven't been to the manicure market where I'm on my way to. I'm wearing the same outfit that I wore a week ago because I haven't found nothing. Haven't been shopping. Like, I'm just kind of irritated, man. And the beauty market is an hour away. And now I still got to go back to them to pick out, because they kept my sample copies because they're going to print me a new copy with just a blank cover, just the inside pages. So it's just a lot. Like, my energy is just, that's why I had to come to China, because I'm meticulous about certain things. Like, I feel like when you put your name on stuff, you can't just, like, there's no way I would mass produce that book right now. There's no way. And then not only that, I want them here by 11/11, and the ship by sea is 30 to 45 days. And today is September the 18th. So I'm trying to keep my composure, trying to keep my energy strong, trying to stay focused. But this is what happened when you get it out the mud. This is what happened when you do it by yourself. And I'm appreciating the process, but while you going through it, you ain't trying to hear that shit, man. And then it's like they want me to place an order. I'm not placing no order because, for one, the other company is like 40 cents cheaper per book. So I done paid for 2 companies to make sample copies for me. And it's just like, it's kind of, everything is kind of weighing heavy on me right now. So I just wanted to check in with a little energy update and let you know that, man, it's just part of the process. And that's why you got to get your hands in it. You have to mold the clay yourself. You have to be actively involved in every step of the process when you are birthing something great. And you can't rush something that you want to last forever. Like, these books are going to be like The Alchemist. I feel it. It's going to be like The Alchemist. Like, selling forever and ever and ever. So, the fact that it's really me over here, I'm the one doing this by myself. Ain't nobody checking stuff over for me. Like, it's me. This is all me. This is my blood, my sweat, and my tears. So, yo, shit real, man. So now I'm on my way to the beauty market to at least find some gel, some files. I need something. Like, ain't no way I could come all the way to China and not come back with nothing for my business, for my craft, you know. So I'm just, and I need some tights. I need something to wear on a plane tomorrow. Like, what am I gonna wear? I don't want to wear no jeans. Like, it's crazy, man. I'm like really irritated, and this ain't gonna help. Eating this processed chemicals, this ain't gonna help. I'm just kind of over it. And I got 2 types of fries. I got the crisscross fries and I got the regular fries. I'm just over it. I really am. I just need to calm down. These ain't fresh. They stale. That's why I'm be fooling. These fresh. These just came out. Okay, I feel a little better. Maybe I was just hungry. So it's just a lot of little different factors now that I'm here. My samples look really good. I'm very pleased. But now it's just a lot of different factors that I have to consider shipping by sea, shipping by air, shipping by express, door to door, having a forwarder, tariffs, ISBN numbers. Do I print it on my book? Do I get stickers and put them on myself so that I can definitely get the customs? It's just a lot of little different factors that I haven't considered that are giving me anxiety, like majorly. So just pray for me. But like my uncle say, nobody cares about the labor pain. Show me the baby. And at the end of the day, I left with my book. So I really don't want to spend so much time because everything was just so perfect. In the end, it was learning lessons. It worked out for me. I learned a lot during that trip. I was divinely guided because I went like a month before Corona broke out. As I edit this video and just look at this footage, I have chills coming down my spine. Like, I can't believe how close I was to the culture, how I was like literally a part of their everyday life, and how God protected me from dangers unseen. Like, this is literally like a month before a global pandemic. Okay, China. It's 5:11 a.m. Time for me to head on out. I'm going to the airport. I'm so excited. It's been real. About to head on out to the airport, type up some stuff, read these edits of my books, start working on my book marketing strategies, start creating master classes, go through these business cards. I'm about to be so productive. This trip has been amazing. The best trip ever in my life. I've received so many divine messages and serendipities and synchronicities and angels. It's just been amazing. So I'm eager to take this experience, share it with you, teach you what I've learned, and be great. I'm gonna see you at the top, baby. If I can do it, you can too. Okay, so the next step in this birthing process is the nurturing process. This is where I'm going on my book tours. This is where I'm creating courses, teaching you how to write your book. This is where I'm just really taking my books and my message and my energy on the road. So I'm gonna see you wherever you are. I'm coming to a city near you. So I'm gonna raise awareness. I'm going to use my voice. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be a consistent light in this world. And I most importantly want to let you know that if I can do it, you can too. It's nothing too big. It's nothing too far. It's nothing too hard. You just got to start from where you are. The trials that you go through and the blessings that you receive are the same exact thing. So even though everything looks so, how did it look? It just looks so negative and hurtful and painful. It really was a blessing at the end of it. So you got to take that, you got to transmute that energy, you got to birth something great, just like I did. And I can teach you.
Start.